This is part 4 of me documenting my rebuild. And I feel like this part is different because I'm not just talking about burnout anymore. I'm starting to see proof that things are actually shifting for me. And I don't mean everything is perfect. I'm still in a season that fully doesn't feel like mine yet. I'm still working a job that drains me. I'm still figuring out money. I'm still living through certain dynamics that can make me feel small sometimes. And I'm still balancing family expectations, business goals, fear, guilt, and this deeper desire to create a life that actually feels peaceful and sustainable. But something is shifting. I've been doing a lot of inner work lately, especially around money and safety, self-worth, and the version of me who learned to survive instead of feel supported. And it's bringing up a lot. It's making me realize this journey isn't just about wanting more money or wanting to leave a job. It's about looking at the part of me that learned to shrink, over explain, feel guilty for needing things, and feel like I had to prove that I was doing enough. Recently, I had a moment where I had felt much anxiety in my body, and I was curled up almost like I was trying to disappear. And I realized that this is how I must have felt when I was younger. That feeling of being in trouble, that feeling of feeling small, the feeling of being watched and judged and misunderstood, the feeling of needing to defend myself even when I didn't do anything wrong. And that realization hit me because I'm starting to understand that leaving survival mode is not just about changing my outside life. It's about healing the part of me that feels like it's not safe to fully be myself. It's about becoming the adult version of myself who can finally tell that younger part of me, you are safe now. I'm here. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm building a life where we don't have to keep living like this. I've also been looking at finances differently lately. Without going into exact numbers, I realized something important. I realized that the amount of money I've been saying would make me feel more stable and free is not as impossible as it once felt. I'm starting to see that I'm capable of creating income, and I'm capable of working hard. I'm capable of building something. But I'm also realizing that the current structure of my life is costing me a lot emotionally, mentally, physically, and even financially. And that really made me pause, because sometimes it's not that we're failing. Sometimes we're just trying to survive inside a structure that is no longer supporting who we're becoming. And that doesn't mean I'm ungrateful. It means I'm being honest. The life I'm in right now has served a purpose. The job has served a purpose. The environment has served a purpose, and certain patterns helped me survive at one point. But I'm realizing survival is not the same as peace, and I don't want to keep calling survival normal. At the same time, the business I've been building is starting to show me little signs that it could become something real. It's not just, me sharing all the details yet. I've been seeing progress. I've been seeing proof. I've been learning and testing and showing up, taking steps to make it more official and more structured. And I think that's the part I want to share, honestly. Sometimes your dream starts working before you fully believe you're allowed to trust it. Sometimes the proof is there, but your nervous system is still catching up. Because when you've been in survival mode for a long time, even good things can feel scary. Growth can feel scary. Making things official can feel scary. Looking at real numbers can feel scary. And wanting to leave can feel scary. Not because you're not capable, but because part of you remembers every time you felt like you couldn't do it. Every time you felt unsupported. Every time you felt judged. Every time wanting more made you feel like you were doing something wrong. And I'm starting to realize that I don't want to build a life that looks impressive but still feels exhausting. I want a life that feels normal to my body. I want a life I can wake up and feel safe. I want work that feels creative and sustainable. I want space to breathe. I want routines that support me. I want to build income in a way that doesn't require me to abandon myself every day. And I know there are people who might hear this and think, just be grateful, just work harder, just deal with it. But I think a lot of us have been taught to call exhaustion responsibility. We've been taught that being overwhelmed means we're doing enough. We've been taught that if we're not struggling, we're not being productive. We've been taught that wanting peace means we're asking for too much. I don't want to believe that anymore. I'm learning that I could be responsible and still want peace. I can care about people and still need boundaries. I can be grateful for what helps me survive and still know I'm meant to move forward. I can work hard and still choose a life that feels lighter. And so this part of my journey, it's not me complaining, it's me noticing. I'm noticing what drains me. I'm noticing what gives me energy. I'm noticing where my money goes. I'm noticing how my body reacts when I feel small or judged. I'm noticing where I'm still asking for permission. I'm noticing where I'm growing. I'm noticing where things are actually starting to work, even if they are not fully finished yet. And maybe that's the message for today. You do not have to wait until your life is completely changed to recognize that it is changing. You can still be in the middle and see progress. You can still be scared and be moving forward. You can still be healing and building at the same time. You can still be in survival mode while learning how to leave it. Right now, I'm trying to take things slowly and intentionally. I'm not trying to make every decision from panic. I'm not trying to rush the process just to prove something. And I'm not trying to force everything overnight. But I am preparing. I'm preparing my mindset. I'm preparing my money. I'm preparing my business. I'm preparing my nervous system. And I'm preparing to live a life that actually feels like mine. And I think for the first time, I'm not just hoping that things will change. I'm starting to see evidence that they already are. So if you're also in that space where you feel stuck, but you're trying, where you're working, healing, building, crying, budgeting, dreaming, and trying to believe in yourself again, I just want you to know that the progress can be quiet at first. It can look like one small win, one honest money conversation, one boundary, one moment of self-awareness, one decision to take yourself seriously, one moment where you realize this is old fear, but I am not that child anymore. That is where I am right now. I'm still in the middle, but I'm not staying here forever. I'm building my way into a life that feels safe, peaceful, normal, and sustainable for me. And I hope the same for you guys as well.